Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to unbox Weintek HMI. Weintek HMI 3071. This is a new model from the company Weintek, and you can see the model number here, and it runs on 24 volts. So let's see what we have in this box and explore this as some HMI features. So when I open the box, we'll find one manual here. So this is a manual for installation and startup guide and how to unpack the unit, and some information about the system settings and power connections, and also some communication connections. So we'll keep it aside. And what do we have here? We have this is a screen guard for the HMI, and that's our HMI device. And besides that, we have some extra accessories. This is a USB cover inside it, and there is a small fuse in case if you want to replace it. And then you have some other accessories to pack this device in a panel. All right, so I'll keep this device aside because we're going to unbox this HMI on this desk, and let's see what we have inside. Okay, so this is the device. I take out its cover, and I think we should connect this on the top, which will make it look better. So, or maybe I will do it later. I need to clean the device. So this HMI is from Weintek, and let's see what do we have at the back. So here you can see there's a fuse. So in case if you blow up your HMI, which I don't recommend, you can change the fuse, and we have an extra fuse in the box. You have seen that. And on the bottom we see we have a power terminals. This is a power terminal which runs on 24 volts, and we have communication port A and communication port B. One is a male and one other is female. This is for communicating your device via RS-232 or RS-485 with your controller. And then you have a USB port, and this USB port can be used to download and upload the HMI. It can also be used to support to connect internet to your device, which is possible. I will tell you later. And this also supports, you can connect your USB camera on this device. Besides that, we have two Ethernet ports, LAN 2 and LAN 1, which can be used to link it via Profinet to your devices. When I say devices, I mean to your controller, which could be a PLC. And there we have our dip switch, and we can see its function in the instruction manual. So this is a smart device which supports internet, it supports media player, PDF viewer, USB camera, MQTT, OPC US server and client. It also supports database server with its SQL and code assist. And the another amazing feature is it has an app easy access by which you can access this HMI from remote location. And it also supports CAN bus interface and over 300 PLC drivers to link your favorite controller. And everything comes with this free software Easy Builder Pro. Now I'm going to power up this HMI. So I have already wired up 24 volt here, so I'm just going to plug it to the power connector. And once I plugged it, you will see a beep, and this HMI has started. And also we have a start indication here, power indication. So here you can see we have this icon here, so I will press this icon twice, and you will see a startup interface which says settings. Now in the settings we have some information, general, language, input method and reset option. Alright, so I will go to these options one by one and we'll see what are the information inside. So if you go to the information, we have the machine type, you can see here, which is cMT3071. And then you have an HMI name, cMT2F5C. You have operating system version, you have Ethernet 1 details, the IP addresses, then you have Ethernet 2 details. So you can also modify this IP addresses later. And then you have system metrics. In the system metrics, you can see the operating, this is the running CPU power, which is 5% and 3%. So you can monitor how much CPU power is being used or CPU memory is being used while your HMI is running. And then you have your memory inside, and this HMI comes with 1 GB RAM, so you can see how much memory is being used. Then you have internal memory of HMI, read and write, and then you have details about transmission and receiving rate of Ethernet devices. So this is the basic information. You can go back, and after that you will see something in general, which is just the brightness, and then you have a language. You can select which language you want. And then also the input method, the keyboard, which keyboard you like, you can also select from here. And then if you want to reset your HMI, if you don't like your Ethernet configuration or anything else, you can reset it to the default. So currently these settings are the default settings. All right, this was the startup interface. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this HMI via Ethernet port, and we will see the startup interface in a web interface. So you can exactly see this interface in the computer, and you can also configure that. So let's do that. Now that our HMI is powered up, now we have to connect the Ethernet cable to the HMI. So the one end goes to your desktop or a laptop, and the another end goes to one of the LAN port of this HMI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recheck the Ethernet IP addresses once again. So I will go to information, and in the information I notice I have one subnet which is 192.168.168.0 and another subnet is 192.168.1. I want to match the subnet with my desktop so that I can have a web interface. So I'm going to use Ethernet 2 in this case because that supports my desktop subnet as well. So what I'll do is I will open my Ethernet Explorer, and before putting the address I will plug the Ethernet cable. So my cable is securely connected. So now I will just put the IP address, which is 192.168.1.202. So I press enter and you will see a login information. So this is the web interface. You can also configure your HMI with the web interface. One option is directly from the HMI, from this screen, and another option is from the web interface, so which I generally prefer because this is more flexible. So the first thing is you have to put the password, and the password is a default password unless you change it. So I will put 111 and 111, 6 times 1, and then you press login. And then you are logged in, and you will see the same settings more or less inside the HMI. So the first setting was the Ethernet 1, which is, this is the addresses by default. You can use a static or you can obtain the IP address automatically. This is up to you. Or you can check the connection for Ethernet 2. So this is the IP address which I put here. All right, if you change it, then you also have to change it while you want to have a web interface. Now I want to show you one more thing. If I open my command prompt and I put my IP configuration, and if you see my IP configuration of IPv4, this is 192.168.1.102. This is my computer IP address. That's why I choose this subnet, because then it's easy to link it. If I would have here 2.102, I would have changed this to 2, or I can connect to Ethernet 1, or it's zeros. In case if I have 0 here, then I could have directly connect here, or I can change the IP address in my HMI and then I go to web interface. So you have to make sure this subnet address 192.168.1 should be same as your IP address for v4. Okay, this 3 should be same. The rest you can have value between 1 to 254. It's up to you. So this is about Ethernet IP addressing, and then you can also change the date and time if you like. So this is the current date set right now. So I can also change it if I want, which I will do it later. And then you have an HMI name. You can also put a new name for your HMI, which you will see in the software while downloading or uploading the software. And in the history, you can also clear your recipe data, or if you have even log. So far I don't have any history because there is no HMI screen inside, but if you want, you can also do that. You can clear your history and save some memory. And another amazing feature is this this HMI also support email. So if you want to send an email to somebody on alarm or any other event, you can set up your email in this client. All right, and we will do that later. We will understand how we can do it and see if how does it work. Then you have project management. If you have project made in the software, the one option is you can upload the project from here, from the browse. You can upload your project and your HMI will run with that project. Another option is you can directly download from the software, which I said is an Easy Pro, which is for HMI screen designing, which we will see later. So you can upload not only the project, but some other values, including recipe database as well. All right. System password, I told you it's a default password is 111.111, but if you want, you can also change it. Then we have enhanced security, in which you can define various users with specific control privileges. This is quite secure in case if you don't want certain users to change or control the system parameters. You can make various user accounts and define their access privileges. And then we have easy access 2.0. This easy access feature will let you operate and control this HMI from remote location. But for that you need some account and password, and for that you need to activate it. All right. And then last but not the least, you have a code assist feature. For that you need an activation code, and you can actually make a virtual PLC. You can program this HMI, and you can also program a virtual PLC inside the HMI. So you can actually control and monitor this HMI using a code assist software, which is also free for the students, and you can also practice this code assist. So these are the many features which we have in this HMI, and in the further videos we would like to see how we can control this HMI using a Siemens PLC or using a Delta PLC. And also we have amazing new videos coming up very soon. So if you have any doubt, any questions regarding this HMI, you can post a comment, and I will see you soon in the next video. Thank you.